Commentary on Psalm 1 of HNF. Commentary on Psalm 1 of HNF. HNF is Havenite Fellowship. I'll read the Psalm. This is on the Havenite Fellowship website for the Havenite Fellowship Rainbow Bible. Psalm 1 of the Havenite Fellowship Psalms, Rainbow Bible Psalms, Psalm 1. Yahweh the Lord is the center of all that is. He is the supreme power of the omnipotent one, full of glory and majesty, eternal and sovereignty. Yahweh is gracious towards mere mortals, granting us blessings and peace, giving prosperity to the works of our hands. Yahweh watches over those who call on his name. He watches and blesses those who repent of sin, and grants his grace to the humble of heart. Yahweh is a trustworthy foundation. Yes, in God himself I place my trust, forsaking the strength of my own hands, forsaking the strength of men, whose fidelity is fleeting. Okay. Now, when God spoke to me, he part of his nature was centrality, something you could understand by his voice and the way he spoke. But he's a center. He's at the center. He's central. He was almighty in a very technical sense. He had power, which the physical power of the universe, that was in him. You could tell that. So he's a central being. He's an omnipotent one, and it was glorious and magisterial. Now, the way God treats people, treated Noah, Yahweh is gracious towards mere mortals. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, so he's gracious to mortals. Noah possibly struggled with the world in his generation because it was had a lot of sinners in it, wicked people, and God gave him grace and gave him peace with the destruction of the wicked. So it was a peaceful world afterwards. So he granted Noah a blessing and peace. And he gave prosperity to the works of his hand. Well, he blessed Noah's industry to a degree. He gave him a vineyard. He got drunk, did Noah, but he did give him wine. So generally, my understanding is that God does bless the works of our hands. He blesses our efforts. He helps us to achieve things in life with our work. That's something humans do, we work. He watches over those who call on his name. It says at the end of Genesis 4 that people began to call on the name of the Lord. So God listens to you if you call for Yahweh, for Jehovah, for Elohim. God watches over those, and those who turn from sin, as God exhorted Cain to turn from sin, God who turns from sin, he gives grace, and because they're humble, this kind of people are not too proud to go on sinning, he gives them grace and gives them support. He supports them, and he will call them his own. So, knowing this about God, you can imagine he's trustworthy. That he does the right thing, does God. So you can trust in God, and if I try to achieve all this on my own effort, or rely upon others too much, who might be faulty, I might not have the success which I should have. So the final part of the psalm is basically saying, you're better off putting your trust in the Lord rather than to retrieve glory in your own strength. Atheists who don't believe in God can achieve glory in life. It does happen. You can achieve things on your own strength. But in all honesty, I think you're better off serving the Lord and finding the strength in God's help, because it's more sure-worthy. He's a father figure, heavenly divine father figure, which is reliable upon for a life to live. So as you can see with that psalm, it is very Rainbow Torah oriented sort of psalm. That wasn't the point when I was writing it, but looking at it, trying to derive whether that's Rainbow Torah or not, it is Rainbow Torah compliant, sort of sultry. So they're the kind of ideas which do come from Genesis 1:1 to 11:9. So it is a Noahide sort of psalm when it comes right down to it. They're Noahide ideals. So that's a bit of commentary on Psalm 1 of HNF. Thank you.